Gotta love the sound of a blown engine on a Sunday morning. So it's the Dale and Howard show. We're going to try and cover, we've got 9 races in total.
It's all going on.
And what I've done something a little bit different. You can see them right down the far end there. So we've got the running order going on down on the bottom of the screen. So Lay It On is off pole, then Supernova, followed by Ravage.
Ravage, yes.
Then Fury and Bad Influence. So here they come, the flag's about to drop. We're going straight into round 1, heat 1.
Don't blink.
So mate, you've seen these on the screen before.
Yes.
But the river, the dam, Yarrawonga, what have you wrong? Yarrawonga? What's the name of the dam up in Sydney?
Warragamba.
Look at them coming out of here. So we're looking at 150 mile an hour down the front straight.
I told you not to blink. They go quick.
So that dam overflowed.
Warragamba did.
The day before this event was meant to run.
Right.
So the river just got churned up something terrible. There's a whole lot of stuff coming down. So what happened, the normal event would be Friday practice, heats on Saturday, race on Sunday. The whole lot was done on the Sunday. Now check this out. Coming out of this corner, there's like a big hole in the water here. Oh, a couple of thousand horsepower.
Hang on to it, mate. Hang on to it.
Unbelievable control. Just
wow.
Yeah. And standing there, it's just exhilarating. Unbelievable. So that particular boat's a 21-foot child's play, so they're a little bit better. There's 18-footers and 21-footers. And they handle the rough water a bit better, but you can see just the colour of the water and it was moving around. The currents and all were playing havoc. Absolute havoc. So just here, there's just like it. They just were really struggling to get them hooked up and going. I've never seen them sort of playing up like they were as much as they had. So there's the result. So Lay It On. And then Ravage. And Ravage is the Toyota 2J, mate. Straight 6 turbo.
It's something different.
So that's the first heat. Oh, catch my breath. So, like I was saying, all of that went on. So there was just a massive rush then to try and get everything to happen on the one day. And the committee somehow or other ended up running 43 races on the day, which was amazing. So coming up now, we've got Turn It Up, Decision, B&R Engines, and The Real Culprit. And all these positions, I'll explain that a bit down the track as we go, the way they work out who's on pole, because obviously very important in boat racing to get on pole.
Yes, that inside line. Yeah, there's 3 small blocks and 1 big block in this heat.
It's interesting, isn't it, to imagine the pressure on some of these engines.
Yeah.
Is unbelievable. And I was surprised when I was doing my homework how many were small blocks actually. Not that they're real small, some of them small blocks are like 430 cubes.
Yeah, it's not what I'd call small.
So there's a whole lot of different technology coming into the sport. Some are running, 871 traditional style superchargers, and then others are running the big PSIs.
Okay.
So that Turn It Up, so that's a little 18-foot 6 Evercraft.
You say little. Big horsepower.
Big horsepower in a small boat.
Yeah.
So they tend to turn better. So I've been reading up on the program, they're just making the comments. That's another little 18-footer. But the guy driving that, B&R Engines, that's Brett. He actually is the engine builder for a lot of these boats. And that's him in his own. So just like that, it's another one. Actually, I think they'd had a bit of trouble getting going out of the last corner. It was almost like they finished, but now they're finished. So Turn It Up, so Connor Patterson and Decision, Brett Lewis. So Brett's from out of Queensland. Okay. And that's an LS, if I remember correctly. No, there's an LS in there somewhere. Oh, Mayhem. Mayhem's an LS.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, sorry, Brett.
The Brits is only a 429 small block with a 671 Supercharger.
So the 671 is quite small because there's one of them, Fury's got a 1471. Righto, so the final heat now, so Destiny off pole. And then we've got Odin. So Odin's had a change of engines. They've gone to a Noonan Racing Engineering Hemi with the twin turbos, which is something new, and they're developing that, and it's going to be a few meetings probably until they get that all under control. So here we go again, crank them up to 150 mile an hour.
And Mayhem's got the LS2 Supercharger. And Tough Enough is a big block Chevy.
Yeah, that's got a massive, that D series PSI is huge. So he's South Australian boat, the Tough Enough. Got a bit of a soft spot for that, mate. It's a blue boat with the Australian flag on the deck. It's pretty cool.
She's a wonder what that was.
Yeah. So Destiny's out of the same, one of the Ramsays. So it's Blake Ramsey, and it's out of the same stable as Play It On, the boat that won the first race. Very similar sounding engines. There's a lot of technology involved in this with props.
Yes.
Obviously it's super important, and the cavitation plate on the back that keeps the boat on the right angle. Some of them running the big wings on the back, some are, some aren't. So there's a fair bit of tuning to get them to sort of run right. And you'll notice as well that the barrow's missing, mate. Oh, hang on to it. Oh.
It was lining up for the shore. Which is
I remember that coming at me. I'm standing there with the camera going, when do you start to run? They really struggled just coming out of that corner. There's the results. Destiny, Tough Enough, Mayhem and Odin. So we're interested to see when they get that Odin going. So that's like a Chrysler Hemi based full race engine out of the US. So they ran those, and then I reckon within an hour or so they ran the next lot of heats.
Okay, so they do a round and then all the different heats, And it's all about collecting points, isn't it?
And the pole positions and all of this are based on the fastest times from the first heats.
Yep.
So the boat with the fastest time ends up on pole for the next round. So they flick through all that. So we've got Destiny on pole, the real culprit, Supernova, Fury, which is the local boat from up at Windsor, and then Bad Influence.
Not mucking around.
I tell you what, my heart was in my mouth all day. Standing where oh, look at that. Oh, just about hit him. Far out. So Bad Influence has stopped, and the other boats have just about run straight over the top of it.
Because when that nose is up in the air, it's pretty hard to see straight ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't know how good the vision is out of the capsule, and especially, like you say, if the thing's wheel standing all the way down the straight. Still parked there now.
That'd be a bit disconcerting with that 100 plus mile an hour boat going past your nose.
Got that cranking down, look at that. So that's Destiny, that's a 480 big block with a 1471 Supercharger. It's hard to know where to look when you've got the camera going.
No, there's a lot going on.
It sure is. So Wind and Destiny, then the real culprit, Supernova, and Bad Influence hasn't started again. It was interesting they were talking about, I was starting to say about the Barra. They were having a lot of glitches with some of their sensors and stuff on that. They had some bit of a warm up on the late Saturday afternoon. But I'll carry on with that in a minute. So heat 2, round 2.
Yep.
So turn it up off pole, then lay it on. Tough enough. B&R engines. This will be a good race. Oh, they're all good races, but there's some heavy hitters there to turn it up and lay it on together, and then tough enough with that massive bloody. Was that 472? Big Block. Here we go. Oh, lay it on. It's just pulling away. So he's got to hold his lane and leave room for the guy on the inside. And then once they get past, he's almost missed the buoy. He's hooked up this time. You can actually see the difference in the water now to what it was in the earlier heats.
Earlier in the heats, correct, yep.
Yeah. So now that they've sort of done the first buoy, you've got to be at least, I think it's 2 or 3 boat lengths in front before you can cross over to go on the inside lane.
Okay, yep.
There are rules.
There are rules,
There are rules.
We're learning them slowly.
Oh, wow. Big launch. It's interesting, this sort of commentators just talking about, that thing's out of order as well. That Tate Ramsey, his throttle control is unbelievable. Laid on. His ability just to seem to know how much he can stay in it is incredible. So there we go this time. Hit that hole again, just there. Lay it on, turn it up, tough enough, and B&R engines. So I can tell you, standing where I am, obviously I'm a few metres closer than the rest of them with my yellow vest on, but I actually had earplugs in this year because it's so loud. It's just unbelievable. The adrenaline is just incredible.
Straight pipe and
and a couple of thousand horsepower.
Yeah, and 10 metres away.
Yeah. Boy, got your breath. So the final heat from round 2. So Decision, Brett Lewis, Ravage, Mayhem, and then Odin. So this is the little LS in Mayhem.
Geez, we've got a bit of a mixture in this. A small block, a 2JZ turbo, an LS2, and the Hemi with the twin turbos.
I think turbos will eventually take over a lot of these boats, but you can't beat the sound of a blown Big Block. So that was Decision flying. I'm pretty sure he's out of Queensland.
Okay. Yeah, they travel around, these boys. They go all over the place.
Probably tell you in the program. Oh, you got a substantial lead going.
Brent Lewis is out of Queensland straight.
And that's a 18'4", so I don't know, that's like an 18'6", I imagine, image, which is, most of them are either Evercraft or Child's Play, but that's one on its own, an 18'6" image hull. Here he comes now to pick up the checker. They look totally different without the big wing on the back, don't they?
That's true, yes.
Oh, good God.
Hang on to it, son. Hang on to it. Oh, dear.
Wow.
I've been needing a change of race suit, but anyway.
So I like the way they do this. You can see the sun's heading down over the yard arm now, and it's finals time, and they do a drive-by of the boats in each final. So we start with the C main. So these are the, what have we got, 13 boats. So this is 9, 10, 11, 12, or 10, 11, 12, 13. So Supernova, Fury, B&R engines coming up there. B&A, you can see how much smaller that looks. And then Odin. So the water's even settled a bit more now.
It's noticeable that little 18-footer amongst the 21.
Look at this, yeah, wide he is. One's Mr. Boy. This is the first time I've seen that run full noise, that Noonan Hemi. That's like on song then. Oh, reach for the sky. Unbelievable. So you remember last time, Dale, we were talking about the Chesser?
Yes.
So the Chesser is the Chesser family, and they own and operate Fury, which is the boat that's leading at the moment. Oh, wow.
Look at my mouth.
And because they had to mix the program up to run it all in one day, they made the Australian Drivers' Championship final the Chesser as well.
Right.
So this is the final of the Chesser when we get to the A main in a minute.
And this is definitely the closest race so far.
Yes, and all the way to the finish line.
Yep.
Oh, look at it.
Who can hook up the best?
Here we go. Oh!
That's some pretty impressive driving skills there.
I mean, the ability to actually know when you can stay in it and when you can't. So there we go. Hayden Chesser in Fury. Ryan Constable. How do we say that last name? Brett
Nidri for being engines.
Yep.
And Scott Cleaver in Supernova.
I should know that. He builds a lot of the burnout guys' engines as well, B&R engines. Oh, that was pretty good, wasn't it? And that's the C main. So Dale and I are heading out to Mildura for the final round of the Australian Drivers' Championship.
Next month.
It's not far away.
No.
Matter of weeks, I think. So we're going to head out there, and with a bit of luck, we'll get 3 days of racing in. So the Murrays are a little bit more controlled.
Yes.
Pretty happy about that. He's a local boy. Righto.
So B main time.
B main. Who have we got?
Ravage, the real culprit. Tough Enough and Mayhem.
So this will be interesting. So we've got a couple of 21 footers and a couple of 18s.
Yep.
So the 2J will be interesting to see whether they can get that thing to really crank along.
Yeah, we've got a real eclectic mix.
So you see the last name then again is another Ramsey.
Yep.
So obviously the family's very much into this caper. And the real culprit, there's a few boats that dropped out. I kept trying to talk about the Barra. So he ended up having a mishap and heading into the bank on Saturday afternoon with a bit of damage, which they're going to rectify and get it going again. I think that's the real culprit that's on the inside there. It's going to take the boy first. I've got my heart in my mouth every time they come around that corner now. Absolutely flying, because Tough Enough's no slouch.
No. There's nothing slow about any of these.
Oh. A bit lost for words. That power hooked up. So it'll be interesting being in Mildura, because there's probably a few South Australian boats there and a few more of the Melbourne guys coming up as well, besides all the contenders. I think last time I looked, the field's up to about 12 or 13 boats, but normally quite a few of them enter once this event's finished to see whether they're still operating, because it's pretty high intensity.
Yep.
So I was going to say the culprits, there's the real culprit, there's the original culprit or something. There's about 4 culprits. No, 3, sorry. There's 3 boats that are all something to do with the culprit. So the real culprit, that was a 515 big block with a 671 Littlefield Supercharger and a 21-foot Child's Play that won that one. So now the A main.
Yes.
So the winner of this race effectively will be the winner of the Chesser.
Okay.
But it also gives the maximum points for the Drivers' Championship. Yep. So there's a couple of things, that's playing out in this particular race. So we've got Lay It On, so Tate Ramsey in a 510 big block with a big PSI on it, and then I think brother by memory, Blake Ramsey in Destiny with a 480 big block with a 1471 Supercharger. Then we've got Decision in the small block with a 671, and Turn It Up. Here we go. I don't know whether the sun was in their eyes, but it was getting pretty low. Stand on it. It's interesting when you watch this racing, quite often you think, oh, this guy's miles in front, and they'll come around one particular corner, one bend, and all of a sudden it doesn't hook and it dies, and the next one's all over him, it's incredible. My plan with this video, Dale, was to try and capture all the racing and not too much of the fluff and bits and pieces. So
I think you've achieved that. There's plenty of action.
There's plenty of action, and it was the idea was to bring every race being the Drivers' Championship, and we'll see what other footage we've got to put something together from the event, the Spectacular as it was called.
It certainly is spectacular.
It really is something special to see. If you've never been to the unlimited boats, they are unbelievable, and this is one of the tightest courses. But I'm going to Berry as well in January to have a look, because on the Murray down there, massive. So well done, Tate Ramsey, and Lay It On, followed after by Brett Lewis in Decision. Looking forward to seeing all these boats
very much
out
so.
in Mildura. And then that's the championship. You can see Lay It On, Turn It Up, Destiny, and all within reach. There's not a lot of points in those first 3 places. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. Pretty tight package with everything there, and there it is, some Sunraysia. So if you're out that way and you're thinking, well, didn't know they were on, you do now. So
you do. Come and say good day to Howard.
Come and say hello, and Dale will be there as well.
Yep.
So we'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Bit of a victory lap, mate.
Yes.
So it was a pretty full day. That there was only 1 or 2 races after this one, and the sun was nearly down, and 43 events, and the club did an amazing job. The Upper Hawkesbury Powerboat Association. I've probably got all that wrong, but
to get that to cram everything in with all the delays at the start of the weekend is an awesome effort.
Yeah, and you got to keep it safe. So thanks for joining us. Don't forget, you can always click all the buttons, but also check out some of our other videos we've done of boats over the years. There's some pretty cool stuff there to see. Subscribe, like, comment, share.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks very much for your time, Dale, and bye-bye.